Hi everybody, Martyn at Flicking Feathers again today, and I'm tying Wullie Munn's Muirhead Bumble. Good top dropper, wild fish and stockfish will have a go at this. You can also, if you want, I've tied a few up muddler style, nice muddler head on it. Just replaced the blue hackle with a bit of blue deer hair. I've not tested that, but I don't see any reason it will not work. It's a successful colour combination as it is. Now, as always, I'll be putting a materials list in the description along with a link to the Patreon page, which will get you entered into the giveaway box draw, which is for this one here. It's a wee soft box this time, but I've already got Sunburst Kate, and I've put 3 of these in already, and now I'm sort of tying this for myself. So if you don't want to join the Patreon to enter the draws, that's cool. Just do remember to give me a thumbs up below, leave a comment, watch the video all the way to the end, share the video. All that's really appreciated. It does help the channel. And if you do subscribe, hit the bell button, right, so you get notified of the videos and you can come and watch them. The percentage of subscribers to viewers is very, very low actually. So it'd be great if, you know, if even half of the subscribers watched every video. But anyway, got my hook and my vise. It's a size 10 full mil comp heavyweight size, but you can tie them obviously whatever sizes you've got to tie bumbles, 8s to 14s really, right? And I've run on some uni Fire Orange 80. I'm got catch in my tail, and this is 3 colours of Globrite, right? It's 4, 8 and 10, and I've got 5 strands at each for the size 10, right? I'd go to 4 for a 12, and the 14 I'd just keep it the same. I'd maybe add an extra strand for an 8, just to beef it up a bit. So I'm catching that off, and I'm putting it quite tight, just running down. And then tail length, well, what do you like, right? But a shank is probably what you're after, right? You might like it a wee bit longer, you might like it a wee bit shorter, right? Probably doesn't matter, but people do have their own wee preference. Just give that a wee hit with the toothbrush there to separate them and kind of blend them out, and you can see there you get the colours slightly mixing. Very nice. The rib of the fly is copper wire, just using a brassy size here. Small would be fine, but as well. Let's see a wee bit. If it's a wee bit kind of kinked in that, I'm just running it between my fingers to straighten it and smooth out any bumps. But catch that the length all the way up to the eye, nearly, right, just shy of the eye, long on the body, and I'm just going to take my thread up, keep it on my side, touch and turns, get here, and then I'm using a medium pearl, so like the uni size 12. So I was talking to Wullie actually, well, chatting with him on Facebook. I'd posted a picture of one of these in the Bumble, and he was saying originally he tied it with gold, but he also now ties it with the pearl, and both of them are good. So you just pick what you like basically. But this is standard pearl tinsel, it's no Mirage I'm using. Right. So back down, touch and turns, keeping everything nice and smooth. Right. Right, a smooth underbody gives you a nice clean tinsel body, right? Especially with the pearl, that you can see. I don't know, you seem to see the imperfections more in the pearl, in my opinion. Right, so nice straight turn, and I'm just going to take this up, slightly overlapping. Nice and smooth. Get to the front, catch it off. 3 turns, plenty. Right, that holds anything. 3 turns. Snip that away, set it in for the next flight. And then we're ready for the hackle. The body hackle is, it's Grizzly hen dyed ginger. Right, this is a Hebert minor that I've dyed. Just use the vineyard dyes to get that ginger colour. And if you like a big long hackle, put a big long hackle on. If you like a shorter hackle, you know, folk have got sort of different tastes. Sometimes it depending where you live and all that, it makes a difference. So get that in. Now they're not the biggest of feathers, obviously. So I'm just going to use my hackle pliers. Just make things easy on yourself. So if you 2 or 3 at the front, up to yourself really how heavy you want your fly, then down the body, and we put 4 coming into that 4th one, just let that drip, drape across the back there. Chase it with the wire and unhook your hackle plier. Right, and I take a straight turn at the back. Right, I don't count that as a rib. That's just a kind of, it protects the back of the tinsel and it really grabs that hackle, locks it in. And then I'm going to come up the body. Right, 5 gets you up, come through that front hackle. Showed that. Just reposition my thread there, there we go. Come up, fold it over your thread and catch it in. Right, it's now locked in nice and tight, bend and break it away. Tidy that up. Sweep out any fibres going forward, just get them, tie back over them, just tidy that up. It's a doddle. Now I've caught a few, not many, and you don't need to do this at all, but if you like, even on a tinsel body, if you've trapped some hackle fibres, which you sometimes will, you can just come in with a velcro and just free them. They'll easily pull out. Do it before you take this away, just in case you draw that back, and then just snap away, and that body's good. So head hackle, same. Grizzle, dyed blue. Right, I mean the browns, I mean stockfish, stock rainbows go for it as well, but the browns, the wild browns do seem to like that blue at the front. So I'm tying this in by the tip. We'll actually cut a wee bit more of it. I want a decent amount of the blue here. But you know, like, you think flies like the blue Zulu, you know, that blue colour at the front is a popular thing. All the Bumbles that I've got, well, not all of them, but your claret and all that, with the blue jay, and a lot of folk just tie them with ordinary hackle now as well. Guinea fowl's a variant that's popular. There's something about it the fish like. So if I'll let that creep there, I didn't like it. Just not quite happy there, so I'm just going back, reposition my thread. If you're not happy, go back. So got to catch this in, 3 wraps, fold that tip, another 3, And that's a very small bit of tip there, but we'll get it. If you could leave it, take away. Right, and then it's just a case of winding this hackle. Just got to fold it as I go. I'm going to use it all up. And as I was saying, I mean, hackle length, it's up to yourself. I reckon this would do well with a big leggy hackle. I might tie something like that for myself, maybe even put a blue peacock on it and see. But anyway, so cut that off. I'll fold that stem back. Anything that's going forward with the eye, just drop back. Tie over it. Tidy everything up. Right, that's nice. And then I'm just going to build a nice wee head. I want that fluorescent thread to pop, you know. I'm using that for a reason in these flies, right? So you might as well put a decent head on it. It's part of the pattern. It gives you another hot spot. Oh, this fly is entirely highly fluorescent, right? Like the tail's very bright, the underbody there shines through the pearl. It's very, very, I mean, it's very much an in-your-face fly. So, a wee bit of varnish, give these a couple of coats. I don't mind if I flood the eye, just don't get it in your hackle. And I'll just use the end bit of hackle there just I've got at my desk. Put that through, clean the eye out, and there you go. That's Wullie Munn's Muirhead Bumble. Well worth sticking these in your box, I think. If you fish for wild trout in the lochs or in the Ireland or something, I'm sure it would catch as well. So, hope you enjoyed that. If you did, remember to give me a thumbs up below, and we'll see you for another one. Take lines, guys. Bye.